is Rebecca, and I am doing a first time unboxing video of my crystals. I own a crystal shop on Etsy that I've owned for about 2 months now. I believe it's been about 2 months I've been selling things on there. I have an Instagram as well to show off my crystals. It's the name of the company is Costa Crystals. And it's named after an island off the coast of Southwest Florida that I spent a lot of time at as a child. My family lived on this island for several generations, and I have a connection to it. I just love the name La Costa. And here's my manatee. I call him Milo. Lots of manatees in the area that I live in. And so this is just kind of part of my heritage, part of my life that I'm sharing here. I have my little black cat over here for Halloween and my little candle that changes colors. I love Halloween and just paying homage to Halloween here as well. But anyway, I have an unboxing today. I have removed the crystals from the packaging. I just wanted to kind of go over for the first time ever, first video ever, sharing some of these crystals. I love crystals. I have been collecting them for a while. And I thought, well, this would be fun to do as a hobby on the side. I actually have a full-time job that I work at 8:30 to 5, Monday through Friday. So this is something I do on the side on the weekends. And I wanted to just share this shipment. It's the largest shipment that I've ever received. It was 8 bags of crystals. I'm only going to show you 2 of these bags today, just for the sake of time. This is what we call blue flower agate. Blue flower agate, although in this case, this is more of a purple color to me, in my opinion. But it is actually blue flower agate, and you can see it's called flower because of the different shapes here look like flowers or bouquets. This particular crystal has a druzy pocket right there. A lot of them do. It just adds to the interest of the piece if you like druzy. Some people don't. Some people like just a smooth palm stone. I deal mostly in palm stones. I'm drawn to palm stones. That's what I like. It's because of the shape, the fact that you can hold them. They're easy to carry around with you, to use for decoration. I have a lot of palm stones, which is kind of why I decided to start selling some things, because I was just collecting them and I don't really have enough room to collect all the ones that I would like. So I thought, well, I'll order these and have them for a while, hold them, and then share them with other people on my Etsy shop. My process is once I get a shipment, I clean the crystal. I inventory it by giving it a number unique to the stone. I weigh it and document that in conjunction with the number that I've assigned. And then I take it outside in my backyard and I take a photograph of the front and the back. And then I take a short video of the stone, 15 to 20-second video. I edit the video for sound and length. And I come back in, I post the item on Etsy for sale after I've priced it. I put my description, my pictures, my video, my price, the dimensions, the weight, and I list it on Etsy for sale. That's my process. In the meantime, I also, after I post it, I will shoot some videos or take pictures and make a collage or a slideshow, and I put that on my social media, which is Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Pinterest. I will say I just started using TikTok, so I'm not super familiar with that. Oh, this one's really neat. It's got a little window there. I call it a window. It's a window into the crystal. Oh, it's really cool. It literally is like a little window into the crystal. And I love crystals, and I love being able to look into the crystal and see what's going on in there. It's like a little universe unto itself. You know, each crystal has its own unique DNA, I guess you could call it. They're all different. There's no two crystals alike. And that's the beauty of crystals and collecting crystals, is they are so different. Each one, you can have 5,000 of these blue flower agates, and they're all going to be different. Not one is going to be the same, or even close, really. I mean, that's how different they are. They grow like organically and turn into something very unique. And the fact that we can hold that in our hand, these very old and ancient stones, crystals, if you will, can hold those in our hand and look at them. And again, I love them. I think they're absolutely gorgeous, and they're so interesting, and they're comforting. They're like so tangible, and they have weight, and they're smooth, and they fit perfectly in your hand. You know, you can just hold them in your hand and have like a piece of beautiful nature, natural history right in the palm of your hand. It's miraculous, actually, that we are able to do that. This one has a little bit of a druzy and a little bit of a window right there. Beautiful little heart. Love that. And another palm stone here. The color, I mean, the color is amazing on these. I don't even know if I could replicate that color if I wanted to. This natural color, and the flower pattern here, it almost looks like cherry blossoms on there. Chinese cherry blossoms. Gorgeous. Here's a really tiny one. Oh, it's adorable. Very adorable. I love these. So just to kind of tell you a little bit about myself, like I said, I work full time. I do this on the side. I do a lot of crafting, which kind of led into this because I bought some crystal material and for a crafting project, and I ended up just falling in love with it. And I have collected natural items my whole life, shells, leaves, autumn leaves, driftwood, pine cones, rocks, you name it. And I've traveled quite a bit, so everywhere I go, I try to take something with me from that place. Something that wouldn't necessarily disturb the environment there, like, you know, a pebble or something like that. Anyway, over the years, I've collected all of these things and kept them in jars for display. And when I look at them, you know, I remember the time when I traveled to this place or visited this place, this park or this shore or this country or whatever it is. And it just is it's such a nice reminder. You know, it's an actual piece of that place that I have with me forever, you know. And so the crystals, these crystals, are just kind of an elevation of that. You know, these are things that I've purchased from a wholesaler after having to find a reputable wholesaler. And I have several that I buy from. And I do pick these myself for their beauty. I don't like to just buy sight unseen a bunch of crystals because you don't know what you're going to get. These, I have to say, are first-rate cut, first-rate polish. They put these in a machine and it polishes them, and they have to stay in there for long periods of time to get to the point where they're so smooth like this. So it's a process. As everything in the crystal business is a process. Just choosing the crystal is a process. Choosing the wholesaler is a process. Getting them ready for sale is a process. And it's a labor of love. It's a labor-intensive love story for sure, because it's not easy. But I do enjoy every single part of the process, every step of the process. My favorite part is receiving the crystals and being able to look at them for the first time. In this case, I opened the bubble wrapping, but I didn't take them out of their bags, other than this one because there was a hole in the bag, and I did remove these out of the bag, and so I was able to see these before today. But the rest of them, I've just had the bags sitting around and I haven't actually looked at them. So I'll be seeing those for the first time. So I'm going to put these back into the container, and then we're going to move on to the next bag, which the next bag is going to be Ocean Jasper. I love Ocean Jasper. I have I think 2 or 3 bags of Ocean Jasper, but we're only going to look at the one today. And that is in the bag. So they come in these bags like this, all wrapped up in bubble wrap and taped to within an inch of their lives. It takes forever to cut through the tape and cut through the plastic, and you know, they have to be, because they travel a long way to get here, and they can, if not packed well, crack and get chipped, and you know, they have to be packed that way. But it does take a long time to get through the packaging on those. So I went ahead and just for the sake of saving time, I went ahead and got rid of the bubble wrap and the tape and just took the crystals out of the bubble wrap. So, but I have not seen these before today up close like this. So we have Ocean Jasper or Sea Jasper. I guess they're, it depends on where you get them, whether or not you call them Ocean Jasper or Sea Jasper. They're mostly known as being Ocean Jasper, but, you know, it's kind of like soda and Coke. You don't want to say Coke if it's not Coke. And I guess technically these may not be Ocean Jasper, they're Sea Jasper. But in any case, this is a pink and sort of wine colored or red colored. I don't know if you can pick that up. There's some orange in there. The really cool thing about this Jasper is all of the colors. You can have 10 different colors or more in a piece of Jasper like this. Beautiful. Beautiful to hold. Feels great. It's so smooth. And you could look at these all day. I mean, you could look at these all day and see something new every time you looked at it. I'm not kidding. There's so many minute details on these pieces. Look at this one. I mean, this looks like a watercolor painting that someone did. It really does. It's that unbelievably beautiful. It doesn't even look real. It doesn't even look like it could be real. But it is, and it's gorgeous. And that is the reason this Jasper, Sea Jasper, Ocean Jasper is so sought after, is because each piece is unusual, different, colorful. You know, it looks like something that you would see in outer space or in a completely different universe than the one that we currently live in. And it is a miracle, really, that these things were created by the earth in this fashion. You know, it's this is a smaller one. Super fun to put in your pocket, put in your purse, put on your desk. If you're at work, you can just look at it or hold it. This one is like a brown with some green. It has an interesting spot right there of its own little, again, own little universe happening inside there to create that. Love the color, very rich, very autumn color there. This one has a little window. I don't know what the technical word is, but I call them windows. That's what they look like to me, little windows inside the vault of the crystal. And there's a little druzy pocket there. Oh, another gorgeous dark color. And this one has a lot of striation. Oh, look at that. It looks like almost like an Easter egg. That's really pretty. I love that. I hope I'm holding these up so you can see them. Another one with really unusual markings and striations. Again, I love to hold these and feel the energy. I know a lot of people don't believe that, but I feel it. I feel like I feel what was once alive and growing in there, you know, that it's still part of the piece. This one looks very much like a traditional piece of jasper, ocean jasper, sea jasper, whatever you want to call it. This is probably the optimal, or I should say the most recognizable markings. It looks almost like a sea coast with bubbles on the water, if you can see that. Or a lake with all the bubbles, like a painting. I don't know, it's beautiful. Here's another one that has a little druzy pocket right there, kind of a sharp edge. This one has like a lavender color with an olive color right beside it, which is amazing to me. Speckled. This one looks like a speckled bird's egg almost. A very strange, unusual bird that doesn't exist in the real world, but that's the color. That's the coloration that I see. The variations of the colors and how they're applied here. And then we have this one here, which is a very mauvey, pinky sort of color. It's very beautiful with some yellow goldy greens. I think I might have already showed this one. I'm not sure. It's got a spot there of green, which is really cool. I mean, look at that. That's just amazing. These are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. If you like jasper, ocean jasper, sea jasper, if you like palm stones, these are really beautiful specimens of both palm stones and ocean sea jasper, if you like that sort of thing. So I'm going to post these. I'm going to be processing these and putting them onto my Etsy site. Again, my Etsy shop is Costa Crystals. So if you just Google Costa Crystals, you're going to come up with an Etsy shop. Or if you go on Instagram and search Costa Crystals, you'll see my Instagram page there where I post things. And I just wanted to thank you for watching my video, my first ever video. I apologize again for amateur hour here. I've never, ever posted or created a video where I'm speaking with my hands or anything like that. I just never have, ever, in my entire life. So if it's not perfect, I apologize, but I do appreciate you sitting here with me and looking at these beautiful crystals. And I have 6 more bags of these that I'm going to be doing videos for. So I hope you join me to watch those as well. I hope you like my YouTube video and subscribe to my channel. This is the first ever video on my channel. So, again, thank you. Happy Halloween if I don't see you again. And thanks again for watching. This is Rebecca at La Costa Crystals signing off. Bye, everybody.